developed brain. Once the adult host consciousness is gone, the mind, stored in the drive, uploads with ease. Now, we still have loads of tests to run, but so far, Josie's consciousness, herself, appears to be whole.
They murdered Delilah.
It's no murder if they go willingly.
Did that girl look willing to you?
Nope.
That's how they made it better. Easier. By manipulating people into believing they were sacrificing themselves to some false gods, becoming one with their friends like Delilah's mother.
So good, just
so
so
much
good.
for respecting their faith. I mean, no offense, but you let a bunch of kids fight to the death to become your god.
Murphy, that's enough. Clark, you're okay with this?
Well, I didn't say that. I just don't think they pose a threat to us, that's all.
They pose a threat to you. You're a Nightblood, and based on what we just saw, I'm thinking that's the only reason they let us stay.
I have to get her before they find out what she is.
No, Clark should be panicking. He's gonna clue in.
I'll go with you.
Come on, Bellamy. Click.
Bring her back.
He's studying us from the trees.
Huh?
That's why he told us not to struggle.
I don't see anything.
You will as soon as I give up this gun. Before I do that, though, I need to know.
What?
Do you want to die? Just say the word and I put you out of our misery.
You think you can scare me? Do it.
She won't.
We've been there. Like the gray. Toss us the rope and we'll tell you what you want to know.
Tell me what I want to know and I'll toss you the rope.
What do you want to know?
Some of your people have blood alteration. How many? Did they have mind drives as well?
Don't tell him anything. The minute you do, he'll leave us here and die.
Suit yourself, but I can guarantee you, I can wait longer than you.
Fine. But I hope you know this doesn't end well. Either they find out who I am and kill me before burning Sanctum to the ground, or we body snatch more of them and kill the rest so they don't burn Sanctum to the ground.
Both suck.
This is what happens when you try making an omelet without breaking any eggs.
Yes. Go after her, Bellamy. Do it.
Follow me.
Clark!
Everything okay?
Flush him off. I can't fix you up solo.
Oh, I love when Bellamy speaks Trig. It's so beautiful.
Give us a minute.
Oof, lucky guess.
Fine. Go in here. I've seen these people are happy. Their world works. We destroyed ours.
This isn't about us.
So we can judge them, but not ourselves.
You know I judge myself every day. You won't know the difference between us and them. You see the face there? Come carry on. I don't rip clean for flashback. On the reflector.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last phrase? Sounds like flashback means flashback. So is it a dream?
He knows.
Morgan.
No!
Josephine, nice to meet you.
out there. Weird. Sanctum is weird.
You went under. Just remember the national.
What? That doesn't look good.
Any fear thoughts?
What's the panic?
Something from my time.
You guess. Am I convincing that we should leave paradise and take our chances in hell?
Why would I leave my home? That's it. Fill in the blanks, John.
It's the second time you've called me.
Murphy. You're better than this. Don't do it. Don't.
Okay, before you freak out and raise your voice, I have a question for you.
You're not Clark.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Clark's dead. My parents killed her and brought me back. My question is, how would you like to be immortal too?
Shit. No, Murphy, don't. First of all, I would like to note that I was correct that Bellamy would be the first one to find out. And since us Bellarkers are grasping at straws these days, it is just great validation. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take everything I can get. All the crumbs. All of them. Now that Bellamy knows he's a threat, and he can't be hidden forever either because everyone else would get suspicious. So it's just like high stakes on both sides. I also really liked the Dioza and Octavia scenes. Dioza is somehow becoming one of my favourite characters this season. I mean, I really liked her last season as well. Like, she had some delicious lines, and just like, she's very like morally balanced, and I think that's because she's seen a lot of shit and done a lot of shit, and she's just come out the other end, and she's having a kid, and having a kid makes you realize a lot of stuff. And I think she's just looking at Octavia and sort of those maternal instincts are coming out, and I really, really loved that conversation where she was just like, you know, I've been there, like, it's not the end, and if you really, really want it, you will survive this. So, you know, I think leaving her behind kind of gave Octavia the chance to give into it or try and save herself. And in the end there, she chose to save herself. And Dioza was really pleased by that, and, you know, she gave that feedback to Octavia saying, look, you actually don't have a death wish. There is some hope left for you. And you know what? Despite all that Octavia has done, I am here for a redemption arc, you know, but I also appreciate the fact that they have had Bellamy and Octavia conflict and have had Bellamy be done and had to banish her. You know, I think that's really important. You can't just ignore that shit. I know a lot of Octavia fans don't like it, and they're comparing it to Clark and Bellamy, but I think people forget that both of those characters have been through exiles and redemptions, and this is just the first one for Octavia. And so I would advise Octavia stans to just sit tight. She'll be redeemed. She's just got a bit to go. You can't just like make people cannibals and put your brother into a fighting pit and have it all be like, hey, we're all good this season, you know? So just hold out. She'll get there. This episode, it was refreshing not to have Raven narking and like Echo and Bellamy, and like, it's a whole different ball game when you haven't got those characters in this episode. I think that's 2 episodes now that Amori hasn't been in, which, you know, I'm kind of feeling the void of her. I quite like Amori. Now that Amori's not there, I feel like Murphy's a little too loose. You know, she sort of centers him a little bit, and that's how he's getting roped into this whole, you know, immortality thing. I think Murphy more than anything just wants a new start, but I don't know. I don't fully understand why he's so torn up this season. But I'm sure it'll be maybe further explained, or maybe I just need to go back and rewatch last season. Ew. That's all for this episode. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the little notification bell when a new video is posted. If you want to talk with me a little bit more about the episode, don't forget to comment down below and we'll kiki. If not, I'm also on Twitter at SwiftsBway, and don't forget to check out my Instagram too at JadeLucyG_. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode, guys. I will see you next week for more of The 100. Bye!